The fall of a rap mogul. Puff Daddy, real name Sean Combs, has been sentenced to 50 months behind bars. Yeah, greetings, salutations, families and friends. Yeah, you know it's your favorite Jamaican. Let me be the first to say, free Diddy, as Sean Diddy Combs found out his fate. Today, ladies and gentlemen, found out that he will be serving 50 months behind bars. Ow! Now, as a first-time offender, many are saying that P. Diddy is getting a bad deal. Now, as a judge has handed down a 4-year sentence, 50 months sentence to Puff Daddy for his freak-off crimes, which I don't personally think it was a crime because these were adults. Me never hear nothing a go on other than some freaky stuff. A federal judge has sentenced Sean Diddy Combs to 4 years and 2 months behind bars after the music mogul was convicted of 2 counts of related prostitution. Yeah, selling them girls. Yeah, it was charged. And in a case that gripped the nation, Diddy returned to federal court Friday, 3 months after the jury found him guilty of 2 counts of transportation to engage in daggering. Yeah, but acquitted him of more serious trafficking, racketeering conspiracy charge, which this was all a folly. Let me tell you, people, a history of good work cannot wash away the record of this case. You abuse these women. You use abuse to get away. Freak off hotel nights. Judge Arun Subramanian scolded Combs before pronouncing his sentence. The evidence of the abuse is massive. The rugs, many of the elaborate and erratic and violent behavior over the years. However, the court has to consider all of the history here. Friday's sentencing making the end of a year-long high-profile drama started September 2024 with his arrest and accumulated into 2 months trial and highlighted Diddy, Ruggs addiction, domestic abuse, and his penchant for the Ruggs Fuel X marathon called freakoff. Prosecution has asked for the rapper to be in prison for 135 months. Yikes! Over 11 years. While his defendant asked for no more than 14 months behind bars. However, early into the sentence, the judge said that she saw no reason to deviate from the range recommended in the pre-sentence report, which was 70 to 87 months. When handed down his sentence, the judge let Combs have it. The court is not assured that if released that these crimes will not be committed again, she added. The sentence hearing was a show, a grand finale of the criminal trial. The 6-hour hearing including remarks from his 6 adult children, 5 of his defense lawyer, and a reverend, and a 15 minutes video, a well-produced highlight reel of his life. Diddy was the headliner. He stood up, took a deep breath, and thanked the judge for giving him the chance to speak. One of the hardest things I've had to handle, to be quiet, not to be able to express how sorry I am, the 55-year-old who hadn't spoken at all. At any point in the trial since its beginning, he apologized to Ventura and Jane and to all domestic violence victims called his action disgusting, shameful, and sick. He grew emotional when he apologized to his family. He turned around to the pew and addressed his mother. Mom, I failed you as a son. I'm sorry. You taught me better. You raised me better. His voice broke as he spoke. His comment echoed a letter he sent to the judge on Thursday in which he apologized to Ventura and the pain he caused Jane, another one of his ex-girlfriend who testified under a persuading to take off responsibility and accountability the past wrong he has said. The rapper emphasized that he's changed, and since his arrest explained that his reflection on this condition while serving the time. The old me died in jail and the new version of me was reborn. Prison will change you or kill you. I chose to live, he said. While he claimed to have grown in prison, he is now sober for his first time in 25 years and teaching and mentoring fellow inmate. He has also lost a lot outside of it. Diddy wrote, he lost the ability to care for his mother and his children. He lost his music career and business and destroyed his reputation. Today, I'm humbly asking for another chance to be a better father, another chance to be a better son, another chance to be a better leader to my community, and another chance to live a better life, he told the judge. The rapper's 6 adult children each addressed the court for a few minutes, delivering emotional plea for mercy. Diddy held his head in his hands as if signaled his heart was broken and wept tears from his eyes as he listened. Della Combs, a daughter Diddy shared with a later model Kim Porter, concluded the group remarks. Through tears, she said, we cannot watch our baby sister grew up fatherless and ways we grew up motherless. She pleaded with the judge, please give our father a chance to heal together, not as a headline, but as a human being. The defense team also played a 15-minute video and collection of the home video and the media clips serving as a highlight reel for the mogul's life. Several of his attorney also plead with the judge for lenient sentence. Nicole Westmoreland teared up as she spoke about the impact of the business and the character work and his charity work, He dedicated so much to breaking the chains of systematic racism. She said she also mentioned his 6-week business course he's been teaching fellow inmate, arguing that he's changed the dynamics of the Metropolitan Detention Center where he's being held since his arrest. Mr. Combs can reach so many more on the outside than he can inside. Maya the rapper, former personal assistant who testified under persuading name about the physical and the sexual endured during the 8-year tenure, had initially asked the court to read her victim impact statement during the hearing. However, prosecutor Chris Slavic announced at the hearing that Maya changed the course of reason most in attribute for the defense team letter and branded her a liar, which Slavic described as bullying. The judge argued that the tone of the letter was inappropriate. Even without a stage, Diddy managed to draw a crowd for the trial. 8 weeks fan journalists lined up outside. Influencers and journalists lined up outside of the court day after day to get a glimpse of him. Inside, juror and the rapper, mother and children was frequently attended. Here heard witness shock account by Diddy, domestic abuse, drugs use and the vigorous sexual tendency. Jurors were forced to repeatedly watch 2016 footage from the Intercontinental Hotel captured Diddy assaulting Ventura and dragging her across the hotel halfway after she tried to leave a freak-off early. Lawyer from both sides also frequently showed clips from freak-offs and graphic text image. Ventura, who took the stand while 9 months pregnant, testified about several other incidents of abuse, including one of that left a permanent scar on her eyebrow. Both she and Maya separately accused him of rape. Several of his former employees testified witnessing physical abuse. Jane, who dated Diddy up until September 2024, arrest related harrowing nightmare. Remember harrowing nightmares, a night that left her bruised, and she recalled feeling distraught and disgusted after a freak-off. In her victim impact statement, Ventura asked the judge to consider justice and accountability when delivering his sentencing, noting she still feared his malice and potential retribution for speaking out. She wrote, "For over a decade, Sean Combs made me feel powerless and unimportant, but my experience was real, horrific, and deserved to be considered." Now, I agree with all of this as you see Diddy family leaving the courthouse, but I just want to let you know that free Diddy. I think that what Diddy is being charged for is things that most celebrities do, and I don't think that these adult Maya and Jane nor Ventura were innocent because they were looking for things out of the relationship. Ventura knew that Diddy was in a relationship, that he was having children with his wife, and also did Jane. So all of them was looking for things. And once you go into these freak-offs one time, I think if you don't like it, you don't go again. Throughout the trial, we found out that Ventura was one of the person that was actually ordering these, male, I would say, services. Yeah. And she was participating in the freak-off too. But, Diddy already did about 13 months. He got 50 months, which is 4 years in prison. And of course, say Diddy is not really going to have a hard time in jail. So by the time you blink, he should be out by the time he's about, 56 or something like that around here. I think he's about 52. But I believe that this is just time for them to pull the cards from under Diddy, because Diddy was acting like he was high and mighty. You are guaranteed. So leave your comment and let me know if you think that Diddy was over-prosecuted, because for him to be a first-time offender, usually a first-time offender don't get 4 years. Or if you think that he deserve what he got, or if he deserve more. I say, free Diddy. I don't think he deserved to get 4 years. I don't believe that these women were, trapped into a relationship. I think that they loved the lifestyle and he felt empowered over them, and they felt like, they trading off what their, freedom or their dignity or whatever for the rich lifestyle. That's my personal belief. So don't come for me because I believe that. Free Diddy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rastafari Soldier here of Deep Roots TV. Yeah, your favorite Jamaican on the internet. If you have not followed us yet, follow me, because it's the truth you're going to get. More life and more joy. More nappiness. Stay blessed. Fire,